Hello, this is Mr. X. I'm going to take off my glasses and talk to you about autism. Today, what can I talk about that is on my mind? Well, I guess it is things that interest me and don't make too much noise. No, I do like noise. This is the thing. Um, I like a heavy bass line. It's kind of my kind of silence. I'm paraphrasing. If we go any further, I'll probably owe somebody royalty payments. But the reason why I like loud electronic music is because it stops me thinking. So if I have a lot of other stuff happening, the best way for me to stop um, in kind of zone out, especially in a work kind of context, is it's just loud electronic dance music. Sometimes I don't know dubstep and stuff. I know other people like heavy metal or death metal or really loud, noisy music. And there was this movie I watched where about a true story about somebody who is like The Big Short. That's the film, The Big Short. Fuck, that's a nice film. And he has the drum set and he's got the loud music and it's similar. It helps me work. It helps me concentrate. So that's something I like. I also like quiet, calm rock, pop music. I have a varied taste, apart from German folk music, which I've kind of left behind when I grew up pretty quickly. Yeah, I'm basically I've got a very broad set of interests. So if you're into something, chances are I'll find a way to relate to that, or share an interesting anecdote, or even perhaps engage with it for. But what else do I like? So this is kind of music and the reasons for it. I like, okay, I'm going to do a like and then I do a dislike. I like loud electronic music to help me zone out. I dislike loud, noisy environments with loads of people in it, and hustling, bustling like a coffee shop or a party. That's not to say that I've been to big, massive raves, which is the weird thing, which I don't like, but I do like because if you have something to do at a rave or in a nightclub, like pretend to be the bouncer, be a DJ, be a light controller person who always enjoyed doing, or just be part of the team. I find it incredibly helpful, and then it's enjoyable. It's fun. It's just you need to kind of, or I need to pick my kind of moment, so it can be fun. And that's probably the third thing. That's something I enjoy doing. I like meeting people. I like making new friends. I like socializing if it's in a kind of if it's on my terms, basically. And so far, I've managed to avoid being unbearably weird or strange. I'm quirky. I think a lot of people, and this is what I've cultivated since school. Kind of like he's a funny sort. He's a weird one, but he's funny and he's entertaining and it's nice. There's nothing nefarious going on. You've got some people who do stuff because they've got a kind of an agenda or something, and then they might do something weird. And I do nice weird things. I'm always good fun of. So I enjoy that. I dislike, I don't know, formality maybe. I don't know. Um, I like I like it to be less stress. So anything that creates an undue amount of stress in my life, mostly work related, or awkward social situations, I really dislike. I really don't like environments where you're going for, I don't know, to the bank, or you're going to some kind of council or something, and like I was okay. I'll tell you a very very brief anecdote that happened today. I took my son, who's 7, to an assessment appointment. Not autism related. It's just, well, he does have quite a few traits as well, um, that we have in common. No, we were just going to the dental assessment thing in the hospital, and we have an appointment letter. I showed the appointment letter to the receptionist, and she said, "Oh yeah, they're not in yet, so just sit there." And I'm like, "You gonna tell me when?" It's like, "Yeah, don't worry about it." So appointment time comes, 9:15. I'm like, she hasn't said anything, and it's starting to get busy and it's starting to get awkward. So I'm like, should I queue? That's silly because I just need to ask her. It's like, I have an appointment. Where should I be? You told me to wait. And so I was kind of squeezed in, and I saw the other people who were queuing going like, what's he doing barging in? I'm like, my appointment is at 5:15 and 9:15. And she said, oh, for the urgent care thing. I'm like, no, for the dental clinic upstairs. I showed you the letter like 10 minutes, 15 minutes ago. Would you not remember? I've been here the whole time. Um, and she was like, oh yeah, just ring the bell. I'm like, what bell? What fucking bell do you want me to ring, woman? Nothing against her sex. It could have been any gender. But the point is, I'm like, there's a sign that says dental clinic behind a locked door. And I don't know, that grey box, that's a buzzer. Okay, it looks very nondescript, could be anything. I'm not sure I can press it because it doesn't say, please press here to talk to the reception, which is upstairs, which there was. So really bad instructions, nobody cares. And I was furious. I was like, it is already 16 minutes past. My appointment was at 50 minutes. If I'm missing this appointment because of your miscommunication, I'll be very, very, very cross. So I press the buzzer, and the lady from upstairs says, who are you? What do you want? I'm like, I'm here for an appointment at 15:15. I hope I'm not too late. And I go upstairs, and they were like, yeah, whatever, 15:15, 20 past, doesn't really matter. I'm like, what is going on? So I hate those situations where you're in that kind of formal setting and you don't want to get it wrong, and they miscommunicate or they don't really understand what's going on in your brain. It's very, very upsetting because you kind of go like, okay, I'm going to be there early enough. I'm going to take into account they probably don't communicate. And in the back of that's the most annoying thing. You've got this like, this is the NHS. This is if there's one place in Britain that is kind of like got this big banner that says we're all inclusive, we're going to cater for people with all sorts of requirements to make sure it's accessible, and they don't have any training. They don't have any kind of. I could have told her in her face and said, I have autism, can you please be specific and be helpful, in if you don't mind, just generally as a human being. I'm probably being extremely rude, but it's fucking annoying, to the point of it could, some people will go into meltdown, or people won't go into situations like that because they know it's going to be extremely stressful. So anyway, I survived that episode, but I hate it. So I hate those kind of situations. Okay, something positive. I like doing this. I like unscripted YouTube stuff. And yeah, baby, I'm gonna be a successful celebrity, and people give me loads of money. It's like, no, they won't. Nobody's gonna watch your channel. Maybe 3 subscribers, 1, 2, 3, maybe. Yeah. I have no idea. I don't care. I'm doing it for fun, and if it makes money, great. If I had enough money, I would probably say, oh, I'll donate my many proceeds from all of the sponsorship deals I have. And by the way, don't go to NordVPN because they've been hacked twice. Or follow follow Linus Tech Tips because he's funny. I generally think that if you're into tech, you should follow Linus Tech Tips. He's great. Yeah, I don't know. I have no aspiration in that direction, but it's just good fun, and maybe it connects me with some new people. And being trying to be incognito and not telling people my name and saying this is a secret channel. Can I hide behind a persona? No, I can't, because I don't. I'm still me. I'm just not telling you who I am or where I live, or I might tell you if you ask me nicely what I have for breakfast. I do like routine. Let's end with the last bit that I like. I do like a good routine, and I had this conversation recently with my loved one. Um, and she was going like, well, I don't have a routine yet. I don't feel settled. I don't feel, you know, at home. I don't feel happy. I said, well, we have a routine. We've had a routine for 1.5, 2 weeks or whatever. So like, that's not a routine. It's what you mean? It's like, I'm, I think because I need routines and I like routines, um, I very quickly try to create a new routine. And in my head, yeah, that's what we do. It's like, okay. But I think neurotypical people don't see it that way. Um, because there's, again, it's kind of words. It's like I have one word to describe something and you might have another because of stuff. I don't know. I can't describe it. The point is that you know I often have this. I find the wrong words to describe something, and hilarity ensues. No, usually tears. Honestly, it's fucking horrific. Sometimes you can say one. You can use the one wrong word to describe something, and it might create a massive imbalance in your life. So it's difficult, but I did go again here. Oh yeah, routine. So I like a good routine, and I do like being spontaneous, but it needs to be a little bit planned. So now I kind of have. It's like the best way to describe it is think of a nice safe room. You can know where the walls are, you know where the door is, you know it's gonna be a safe environment, but you can be spontaneous within that room. And I think a neurotypical or normal person, I don't want to call it a normal person because I don't want to suggest that I'm not normal. I'm just different. Um, I can be happy in that environment because it is still a controlled spontaneity. And some people might say, well, that's not spontaneous at all. I say, if I know that I don't have anything planned for the Friday evening and I just come with the expectation of I'm going to be with you and we're going to do something spontaneous, whatever that is, we might go to London, we might go out for music, we might watch a movie. That's spontaneous, right? But it happens in a safe environment because you know when it starts, when it ends, and you know that you're with somebody you trust. Um, so I think that's okay. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Ge- ge- Genuinely, what do you think? I mean, the one of the reasons why I'm putting this out there is so maybe I can meet new people in a safe and interesting way, and you don't have to tell me who you are. And if you're watching this and you are not subscribed and you want to react, you can use the Proton Mail email. If you don't have a Proton Mail account, sign up. It's free. It's not ad support or anything. There's no Google tracking or anything. It says he on a Google platform. Fine. You know, you can use these kind of tools, free tools, to keep your sanity and stay kind of private. So if you want to anonymously get in touch, you can do that. If you want to be rude to me, then please don't. If you want to comment, but you don't want to use your real details, I suggest you sign up using something like Tutanota or ProtonMail or whatever and create a Google account that way. Anyhow, that's a whole different thing. I don't need to. I'm being too verbose, which I also like. I like being verbose. There's so much stuff. So yeah, brain dump. That should be the name of this channel. It should be Mr. X's brain dump. Mr. X's amazing brain dump. I'm trailing off. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to stay awesome. And if you're on the spectrum, I don't know whether you're happy to use that kind of term. I'll just say autistic person. I'm not sure. If you're non-neurotypical, um, I'm not saying I'm the fountain of all knowledge. I'm just generally just want to share my view. So don't be offended if you have having a completely different view on things or different experience. You know, we're all different. There's stuff that we have in common, but there's a lot of people with loads of different traits and specific requirements. So don't be disappointed if I turn out to be very different to you are, and relish the fact that we're all different. Just need to get on with each other. We should at least aim to. I should have stopped recording. Thank you. Bye.